Hi everybody, my name's Amber and this is She's Craftin'. This is a channel about all things handmade. This is the first video on this channel, and for this video I thought it would be a good idea to show you some things that I have worked on over the past year to just kind of get an idea of what you might see here. Today specifically I have cross stitch, knitting, painting, quilting, diamond painting, and a little bit of crafty booking. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, I would love for you to stick around and give it a shot. Me a shot. I say us because I'm accompanied by my dog Annie. She is a 5-month-old mix of some kind. She is all puppy, so hopefully she doesn't get into too much trouble while we record. So I think we could go ahead and jump right in. I will apologize that I don't have the details for some of the things that I've made, just because I didn't anticipate showing them today, and I may have done away with the things. So I'm sorry. So from now on, I will do better at having my details. So today, whoop, that's upside down. The first thing I'd like to show you, this is a cross stitch finish. It's called Glory of the House. And this was a sampler out of an old vintage cross stitch magazine. I want to say Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, but I don't remember the issue, so I apologize. But it is called Glory of the House, so you could probably find it on the secondhand market if you wanted to. I absolutely loved stitching this piece. It is imperfectly perfect. The linen you can see through, and you can see my fibers that I carried at times, and my back stitching's a little atrocious, and it's wonky because it's linen, and my framing skills aren't great, but I still love it to death. It hangs in my living room, and I think the frame is perfect. So yeah, I don't have much else to say. I want to say that it was a remnant of fabric. So sorry, I tried to use my daughter's light to help us out here today because it's winter. There's no light outside. So it was a remnant of linen, so I really have no idea of what the linen is, but it was probably a 32 count. So really open weave, very easy to stitch, and really loved it. So that's that one. Okay, this is gonna get interesting. I don't want to put anything on the floor because of the puppy. Hashtag puppy problems, right? So another thing that I finished last year is this teapot welcome. This was from the World of Cross Stitching magazine, and like I said, it's called Teapot Welcome. I do not remember the issue, but I'm sure you could Google it. I did change some things. So this was a fiddly stitch, and towards the end I kind of got ready to be finished, to be honest. So what I did was I eliminated some very fussy butterflies that are in here that would be so adorable, but you know, I think it looks fine without it. And I lowered the ceiling of the roof of the teapot, maybe 10 rows, I'm not really sure, honestly. And I don't think that you can tell that much. My favorite part is these geese down here. I think they're just the cutest. There's so many mistakes galore, but I still love it. And it really was fun stitch despite getting a bit burnt out on it. It just was finished. You know what I mean? Like some things just, they have ran their course. The puppy is puppying. Hold on. No, you don't need in there. She's trying to get into the trash can. We're in my daughter's room, and she's helping herself. So, apologies. Anyway, so super fun, and just framed it in this hoop that sits on the wall. I haven't even put the stitching around the outside, and nobody notices. So when I have it on the wall, so in case, honestly, it was in case I wanted to change how I have it finished. So I just left it like that. Okay, what else? I have, I'm trying to stay within each category. So for some more cross stitch, I have this cute little birdhouse. So this was a trio from Just Cross Stitch magazine, and I want to say it was called Heart Trio. Yeah, again, I don't know the issue, but I could probably find them if you really wanted to know. I eliminated the other two, as it's called a trio. I decided to be done with this one as well. And I mean, they're adorable. And there's a bird, which is my favorite thing to stitch, but also super fussy stitching. And sometimes you just don't want fussy stitching. You just want to be finished. So anyway, I'm seeing a trend here with my finishes. This is on 32 count, white probably. I imagine this came from Hobby Lobby or something like that at the time. So super cute. I'm going to make it into something for Valentine's Day this year. Okay, what does she have? Oh my goodness. So this is the second pattern she has eaten. I just printed this out because she ate my other one already. She's naughty. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. This is from a magazine of, is it Bothy Threads or Rendell Designs. And it's on a 18 count oatmeal Aida, and it's called Sunshine and Clovers. I think you can find it, but I just love him. I think he's so stinking cute. I have already kitted some of the other animals because this one was so fun, and that was despite the horrendous amount of backstitch in these sunflowers. Not a fan of backstitch, but I persevered to get this cutie done. And so I'm going to have this one finished for something this spring as well. I really love it so much. That is definitely my vibe, that sweet whimsicalness. I did finish this ornament last month. This is from one of the Just Cross Stitch Christmas magazines, and I think it's called Oh Dear. Yeah, it was from the, oh my, she's looking for something else now. Oh Dear, it was from the Ornaments magazine, and I did change the colors because my fabric's on green and theirs was a white. So they had some like teals and pastels and stuff, but that wouldn't have, I don't know if it would have worked. So we ran with this, and I really love it. I didn't put the, they were supposed to have, I think it said, maybe Noel or something. I don't remember. I didn't stitch that. Okay. This one is a Brooks Books. She doesn't do her designing anymore, but these are still readily available and free online. And this is her seasonal houses. This is the winter house. And there's about a bazillion color changes in this, but I really love these houses. And I think it's a shame that she doesn't design anymore. So you're supposed to use beads, and I think my fabric's too small because the beads just really overwhelmed. Look, they overwhelmed the stitches. I thought it was a 32 count, but it may have been a 36, and so those beads just were too big, and I tried to do some other things, but it didn't work out. So that's fine. I just used DMC. And then you can, this kind of ghosty, but he's still cute, the little snowman. And the giant birds, it cracks me up, these birds, because like these birds would be massive the way, the proportion that they are. But really fun. And I have the fall one done, and I'm working on the spring one this year. So winter and fall are done. Okay, and I guess oh gosh. She had my knitting, you guys. I'm telling you, you cannot look away for a second. Did you eat my knitting needle? She ate the thread, the yarn. Okay. Pause for the intermission of deciding whether she ruined my knitting or not. Oh my gosh, you guys, have you crafted with a puppy before? Look at what she did. She just broke it. It's my fault. I mean, let's be honest. That was completely my fault. I shouldn't have left it on the ground. I know better. I'm an adult. I would have told my kids it's your fault. Okay, I'm gonna keep going, because if I wait until she's ready, then it could be another year before we get to do this, right? So we're gonna keep going. Bear with me. It's like, yeah. Okay. This one I finished in December, I believe. This is called Winter Stag. And this was a Mill Hill kit. I had originally started on the perforated paper. I didn't enjoy stitching on it, so I restarted it on this 28 count natural even weave. Okay, we're okay. And I ran out of thread because when you restart things and you use less, you have less thread. But that's okay, because I made do with something I had, did some blends, and you can see, if I turn it, you can see the beads. And he's really cute. And he hangs up right now because winter. Yeah. Okay, what else? Sorry, I'm flustered from the puppy. Okay, so this I finished in October. This is Cricut Collection Sit for a Spell. And it's hard for you to see. I'm sorry, it's too far away. But it's going to be better to see on the fabric anyway. So I used 40 count, no, this is 36 count thistle from Picture This Plus. And here it is. Isn't it cute? I love it. The vulture and the frog and the bat, it's like, I just love every bit of it. Even the spider. So eye of newt, toe of frog, wool of bat, hair of dog. So I will have this one. I didn't have it done in enough time to finish it for this October. I'm really bad about fully finishing things that I do, but this year is going to be better. It is a resolution, I guess, goal, whatever you want to say, determination I have to finish my things. So, oh no, you don't. Hey, no, don't start barking. Okay. All right, so is that all the cross stitch finishes? Okay, I think that's the finishes. I'm sure I had more, but I don't remember what they were, so we're just gonna move on. So I think I'm gonna show you some whips that I've worked on so far this year. One of them was my New Year's start. This is called New Year's Sampler. That's what it'll look like when it's done. This is from Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. No, it's Leisure Arts. It's from Leisure Arts magazine. Yeah, New Year's Sampler. And I'm stitching it on 32 count Murano Carry. And let's see which direction. Yeah, I think it goes like that. those are the blueberries, and this is the start of the bird. So I really was enjoying it, but this fabric frays like crazy, so I stopped because I need to serge the sides, or not serge them, but like whip stitch them, because otherwise I'm never gonna have any more fabric by the time I get done. But yeah, I started the blueberries and the bird. I do think I'm going to alter my stitch a little bit. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to edit the pineapples. I'm going to do the stitching, this wording underneath the birds. I haven't decided. Jury's still out on the letters. Don't think I'm actually going to do them. I think that's it. I honestly think that's it. I think I'm going to do the birds and the verse, to everything there is a season, a time of every purpose. So, will you stop, please? Please stop terrorizing me. Okay, then something else I've worked on so far this year is what is it actually called? Trying to find what it's called for you. But this one is from Country Sampler magazine, and it is called, you know, they didn't used to name them all, but this one's called Kitchen Wall. This is what it will look like. I love the vintage stitches. And here is what I have done. So I ended up having, or stopping, oh, sorry. You got to see my messy back. You're welcome. Okay. That's embarrassing. Oh, well. This is what I've gotten done. As you can tell, I don't care what the back looks like. So now it's upside down. Yes, it's upside down. What do you have now? Lordy, oh my goodness. Okay, so I had to make some color changes, and that slowed me down a little bit, but now I think I've got it sorted, and I'm gonna continue on. But yeah, sometimes with the old ones, because the die-lots change and things, even for DMC, you have to decide whether the colors match what color they're supposed to. These did not. So that one's ready to be stitched again. Okay, and then one that I have in a handmade bag, my Western bag. It's just a little envelope pouch from a tutorial from, I'll think of it in a minute, but I'm almost done. Oh, I guess you want to see what the pattern is. Sorry, I'm out of practice. Okay, this is the pattern. It's by Little House Needleworks. It's called Old West, right? The Old West. I have always had a fascination with the Old West. And this has the Alamo in it, which I am in Texas, so I have been to the Alamo many a time. And Pony Express, which I have read many books about. And I am just enjoying it to death. So as you can tell, almost done. I really do think I'm going to finish it this month. And it's just going to be a little wall hanger. So I'm just going to hem the edges, put a wooden dowel on it, and call it good. So it's really cute. Using the called for, except for maybe the gold that's in there. There's only like 1 or 2 stitches of it. So. Okay, let's see. I think that's all of what I've worked on so far in January. So for cross stitching. So I think I will show you some knitting. Actually, no, let me move to embroidery because I feel like that's closest adjacent hobby. So I did finish this last year. This is one of the kind of patterns that you buy, and there's water soluble. So you put the pattern, it's sticky. That's what I'm trying to say. You put it on the cloth, it's sticky. And then when you're finished, it's water soluble, and you just rinse it off and you have your stitchery. So I haven't figured out what to do with it yet, but it's really cute. And this was using the sulky threads, which was fun. I do like those. Okay, so there was that embroidery. I also have this embroidery that I am nearing completed. This is from it's from the Nutmeg Hair, and it's called Emily's Hope. That's what hers looks like. And hers was just all embroidery, I think. No, she used wool also on her nest and bird. So that's what I did. And then I did a little thread painting on top of it for some texture. And my bird, she's so cute, singing her song. And so then I've got some hand-pieced blocks on the top, and I'm going to put this row of hand-pieced blocks on the bottom. And the reason it's not done, and really it should be done, is I just can't decide if I'm going to put them on the sides too. They should probably go on the sides, shouldn't they? That just seems logical, doesn't it? I'll probably do that. But this is a quote from Emily Dickinson, so I really love it. Okay. Okay, and let's see what else. Okay, I also do slow stitching, which is kind of embroidery. You do embroidery stitches. So this is what the panel I have created will be one side of a bag. It's going to be one side of a bag. The other side is going to be a cross embroidery that my mother did before she passed away. So I have two of them, and I want to do one for my mother-in-law and one for me. And I think she would, my mother-in-law is a very crafty person, so I think she would enjoy it and appreciate it. So I'm kind of doing some thread painting a little at a time down here, as you can see the texture. And the burrow stitch and running stitch across the bottom there. I've got some X's and a little heart. A piece of a cutter quilt. Uh-oh, what happened to my light? There it goes. A piece of a cutter quilt and some stars that I embroidered on the part right there. So I'm just going to keep moving up, and eventually it will have tons of texture, and I'm probably going to go this direction as well. And it'll just take on a whole new personality, like a whole new piece of cloth. Okay. Then, so that's my slow stitching. So, oh, actually, I finished this last year. This was some slow stitching. My grandmother made a quilt block, and it was just an orphan block, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I made an envelope pouch. First, I slow stitched, like you can see the spiral of the slow stitch in there, and I did different colors in different directions to go with the batik fabric. And I did some X's and fun things on this side, and then I just folded it so that it was a cloth envelope, and made a little snap. And so sometimes I put my threads in here whenever I have them for a project bag or on the go or whatever. And so this is special to me as well. I'll have my mother's stitching and my grandmother's stitching, and it's just special. So that is those things. So I did finish a diamond painting last year. Oh, hold on, the dog wants out. I feel like we should let her out so she doesn't keep terrorizing me. I finished a diamond painting last year, so here is these birds. This is a what is the company? I can't remember, but to be honest with you, I didn't think the rendering on this was that great, but I still had a good time working on it, so that's what matters. And I just hang mine with little push pins in my with my bird stuff. And so yeah, that was fun. And the one I'm working on currently, did I not bring it in? I guess I didn't bring it in to show, so that's okay. I'll show it to you next time. It is very pretty scenic scene. Okay, let's see here. What else? I have a quilt that I am working on. This is what the quilt will look, well, this is their rendering of the quilt. This is from Blueprint, Bursting Star Quilt Pattern, the cloth parcel. I'm not sure if you can still get it, to be honest with you. But I'm doing it in a blue and white. I'm losing my shaw. I'm doing it in a blue and white scheme. So where I have gotten to so far is I have all of them cut out. Here's my white pieces, and I have been doing I think that these are considered half square triangles. I'm a very new quilter. I've only made one quilt. And so I've been drawing all the lines. I think there's like 83 of them, I think, if I recall. And so I just want to kind of knock all of the lines and stitching on all of them out, and then cut them all, and just kind of do a, what do you call it? Not a treadmill, but you know, like a, words always escape you when you're recording a video. Assembly line. And so here's the ones I haven't finished, but you can see the lots and lots of blues. 128, I think. I actually might be more than that. I think it's just 128 5-inch ones. It's been a while since I worked on it. I don't have a designated, or did not have a designated spot to sew up until a couple weeks ago. And so now I'm super excited because I do. And so I think I'll get a lot more done. Okay, the dog wants back in. Please pardon me. Okay, now I'd like to say that all the videos won't be like that, but I don't know that that's true. I think they're all like this. So let's see, let's do knitting. So this is one shawl. Hey, no. This is one shawl that I finished last year. It's called the Arrowhead shawl. It just has, it's a triangular asymmetrical shawl, and there is a arrowhead pattern that goes down the side. I think you're looking at the back, but it doesn't matter really. It's the same. So this was there's the other side. This was a yarn that was self-striping, self-changing from, I want to say Michael's, probably like, you know, maybe like carrion or something. I don't know if that's right or not, but it's probably not available anymore anyway. But it's really soft, and I never even blocked it, and that was my favorite thing, that it just automatically, the lace just showed up. It's perfect. So the shawl I'm working on now that the dog was eating earlier is the Raina shawl. It is a free pattern. Raina spelled R-E-Y-N-A. It is a free pattern by Nora Laviola. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, go on Ravelry. You can download it. Easy peasy. No, ma'am. Oh my goodness. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay. And then, Annie. Here is what it looks like so far. This is, the yarn is called, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't know what it's called, but this is the Hobby Lobby hand dyed that they have, and they do still sell it. So this golden yarn from them, and I think I'm more than halfway, which concerns me because it's not very wide. She did chew them. Look at that. I'm gonna have to change this. And she chewed my yarn. Anyway, again, it's my fault. I put things on the ground, Amber. Okay. She probably is not supposed to have this. I think I mentioned I'm in my daughter's room. That's my daughter's stuffed animal. But we're gonna let her have it for just a second. She doesn't tear them apart. She just throws them around. Shockingly. Okay, last thing. I kind of wanted to show you two things, I guess. I'm working on a paint by number of birds. So this is where it is so far. Those are the bluebirds, and there's the flowers, and then here's the house. So I usually do one color at a time and go through and do all of the shades of that color. If you've never done paint by number, it's fun. You just have to remember that it's going to look splotchy, even if you use the techniques they show you. And I just think it's just part of, you know, that type of painting. So anyway, I will continue to work on that one, show you how that goes. And then my daughter and I are really big readers, and we decided to make a game, and it's called Bookopoly. So we also are big board game players. So we made our Bookopoly board. So this is crafty, so I thought perhaps you'd like to see that. Sometimes I do random things. So, you know, we have basically adjacent to Monopoly, but bookish things. So, for example, things like the railroads are called binding, trilogy. No, I'm sorry, duology, trilogy, sequel, prologue. We have cards that when you land on this is either chapters or binding, and the cards are prompts, so you might have to, you know, choose a book with a yellow cover or something like that. Each area of color has to do with a certain genre of book. So I got nonfiction, romance, Christian, we have mystery, middle grade, and historical. So yeah, it's a fun game. We've only played it so far once this year in January, because at the beginning of every month we do our rolls, and I gotta say I got some heavy books. But I am only reading one left, so if you're ever curious about the books I'm reading, I'll be happy to share those too. But this was our Bookopoly board, so that was really fun to make. Yeah, so definitely a hodgepodge today and definitely some chaos, but I hope that you found something that you liked. And if you would leave me a comment, like, subscribe if you want to. I don't really care about the like button, but I would love to interact with you. So if you would like to do that, I would definitely appreciate it. So anyway, I don't want to get to that rambling stage, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and I will see you again soon.